The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. From out of his end zone, it's Andrew Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On play action, Mariota. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And he's got it. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive. Was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. From the gun, Mariota.
Dumps this one off to Algier. He'll get it inside the 20.
And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe you can get this game tied up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Marr able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another interception.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 16. Patterson running between the tackles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
52 yards.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Play fake. Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's,
he's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Out of his end zone, Mariota.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now here's another interception. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. 2 now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Cowboys are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Throwing is Mariota.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And complete to Drake London. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Drake London, 34 yards. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today, But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Prescott yet again. And it'll be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession here.